Frequently asked question about leasing number 2. One of the things we often get asked with leasing is, hey, I'm leasing this car, aren't I going to have to watch how many kilometers I drive? Well, yeah, you do. I mean, there are some kilometer allowances with every lease contract. If you say, for instance, have a 4-year lease, on a car, and your kilometer allowance is 25,000 kilometers per year, well, at the end of 4 years, you're expected to bring that car back with 100,000 kilometers. And every lease contract has excess kilometer charges, and they can range anywhere from 12 to 15 cents. For Ford, we'll use Ford's rates. They're 12 cents per kilometer. Okay? Let's say you go over by 10,000 kilometers. So you bring the car back, it's got 110,000 kilometers. You're over by 10. Okay? So 10,000 kilometers times 12 cents per kilometer. That is looking at an excess kilometer charge of $1,200. Okay? Now you may think that, hey, that sounds like a lot of money. And of course, no one wants to pay excess kilometer charges, but let's look at financing the same vehicle, say for 6 or 7 years. You finance that same vehicle for 6 or 7 years. Of course, you've got to finance it through the bank. So after 4 years, you want to get out of that same vehicle. You're going to go owe money at the bank. And this is where it kind of gets a little bit scary, is because you have to find out what is your vehicle worth. You've got to go through that trade appraisal process, and you're at the mercy of the used car market. So you never really know what your vehicle is going to be worth. But let me ask you this. Don't you think the same car with 100,000 kilometers is going to be worth a little bit more than the same car with 110,000 kilometers? So whether you're purchasing or leasing this car, there is still going to be a cost associated with driving those extra 10,000 kilometers. The nice thing about leasing, though, is you know exactly what it is you're paying at the start of your lease. You know exactly that if you go over 10,000 kilometers, you know exactly what that charge is going to be. If you purchase that car, you're at the mercy of the used car market. You never really know. So there is definitely an advantage here to leasing. No surprises.